once again for Friday night restaurant reviews. And you guys are lucky you get 3 reviews in a week, right, Missy Jenn? Last Friday night, we were down in San Francisco. We had the Oda Restaurant and Pub. Tonight, where we're going to change it up and do something a little different. We're going to do something a little different today. So we're glad to have you along. It's a hot, crispy, pretty warm day here in NorCal. And one of the most emotionally charged topics in the food world amongst reviewers. And Missy Jenn and I have almost 150 reviews under our belts now here over the last almost 3 years, is the topic of pizza. And people are very passionate about pizza. And we have, over time, discovered 2 pizza places that we think are top-notch. There's Salvador's in Cotati, where we were down there a couple weeks ago, which is an outstanding pie. And then there was the place up near where the fires were that the guys poured us the wine. We went in. It was a delicious wood-fired pizza. It was the perfect combination of crust and, well, the whole thing, the whole schmear. The sauce, the delicate touch. The sauce still had a lot of zing, but it wasn't an all gobbed up pizza. And we declared that and Sal's the 2 best pizzas around. And we've reviewed a lot of pizzas, but one subscriber's continuously in the comment section, and I know he'll be commenting down there, so check back. We have failed in our duty to be reviewers because we have not reviewed Old Chicago Pizza down in Petaluma. Well, let's tell a little bit of a story here, okay? Number one, Petaluma, it's about 10 miles. It's not a terrific journey down the road, but it is a place that Missy Jenn and I have walked by several times when we're down there in Petaluma, which is a beautiful little town. A town that was by the grace of God, it was spared the 1906 earthquake, which leveled Santa Rosa and San Francisco. So as a result, it's a very quaint town. But yeah, we've never gone to that place. One of the reasons is that it's a second floor establishment, and because it's an old building, it's not required to comply with the ADA codes, the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1996, or at least I thought. Because I worried about how is Missy Jenn ever going to get up the steps to this. It's impossible. Missy Jenn can't climb a flight of stairs. Not in this lifetime. But you know what? I finally made the call today, didn't I, Jan? I finally called down there on the phone and I said, what's the scoop on access? This is a real issue when you have, let me tell you, I've been rolling with Missy Jenn for 5 years now. Access is a big deal. You can go back and look at some of our playlists for San Diego and other places, LA. When I'm pushing as Missy Jenn in a wheelchair, some days are just like hell on earth. And I wonder how many people think about that when they walk down the sidewalk and all the cracks and breaks and screwed up. But I digress. I called down there today and they're like, hey, we have an elevator in the back. It's going to lift you right up. You walk out and you're right in the restaurant. So I'm excited about that. So we're going to head down there to Old Chicago Pizza. You say, have you been to Chicago? Yes, in 2015 I went out and I saw Elvis. I worked on his van out there. And we went to, I think it was Pete's number 2 there in Chicago, where we had the famous Chicago pizza. Now, they cut it differently than they do in New York. In most places on the East Coast, they slice it and give you a gob in your hand to hang on, and right, the triangle. They do the triangular cut. But Chicago style, they'll cut across and you get squares, the pizza and stuff. It's much smaller cuts. But they do have the deep dish pizzas too. So I think we'll get what they consider maybe the best one down there today, Missy Jenn. We'll go with what they think the signature pizza is, huh? What do you think?
That's right. Let's see what they got and then take it from there.
That's it. So guys, we're glad to have you along. We will be on the road to Petaluma. We got a little bit of a country ride down here. We're shooting into the sun a little bit, but I hope that you enjoy the travel. Let's put on a little bit of traveling music and let's get going. Our signature song for the channel. We'll see you down in Petaluma. A look at some of the beautiful cast iron front building here that survived the 1906 earthquake. Beautiful, huh? These things are really treasures for the nation. These ones that survived from the 1880s, 1890s. Some ladies down here enjoying their fruit smoothies. Gorgeous. And there's the Missy. I think we can cut right through here to Old Chicago. Yep, Jen, I think we can pass right through here. Yeah, I think there's a cut through there. Let me see. Yep. I think there's a little punch through right down here. If you ever saw the movie American Graffiti, this was the parking lot that the police car was in at Richard Dreyfuss crawled under and hooked a chain to, and when they took off, wham, pulled the back of the police car's axle off. This is it, where some of American Graffiti was filmed here. Let's help the Missy here. Got it, honey? Let's get her down here. One more step, and then we're all good. Okay, Old Chicago Pizza. Here we are. The place so good they named the city after it. Just have to come to the elevator here. Kind of a nice looking place, huh? Okay, this guy tells me this is the best. This is the best of the best. And here we are at Old Chicago Pizza. My subscriber will be very happy. Toppings: pepperoni, sausage, bell pepper, mushrooms, artichoke hearts. I guess they really don't have a signature one, huh, Missy Jenn? Just I guess if we're gonna do Chicago style, we should do the deep dish. Hi. Hello. Is it okay? We're just doing a little video of the place here. It's pretty. Do you mind? Is it okay?
I mean, as long as you don't get like the people in it that
No,
much.
that's why we're sitting over here.
Okay.
So yeah. How are you tonight? Deep. Went for the deep dish. Okay, we're not going to go for New York style. We got the 2 toppings, the large, which will be $27.75. So better be a hell of a pizza, right? There we go. All right, we'll let Missy Jenn rest her legs a little bit. Had a heck of a hike in here, so I'm not going to make her. I'm not going to make her walk back. I'm going to grab the car and come pick her up at the front door. Okay. All right. Well, here we are, Old Chicago. There's the Old Chicago Pizza story. One of the most important factors that differentiate Chicago is the dough. It's thicker yet tender and flaky. Our pizza weighs in at almost 5 pounds without topping. Wow. That's what we got, a 5-pound pizza. Just about right, right, Missy Jenn? Just about right on there. This building we're in, you might be interested in knowing that the room you're sitting in was at one time the parlor for a house of ill repute. What do you think about that? A cat house, huh? Pretty cool. The ladies would entice their clients from the large windows, and after the choice was made, retire to one of the 8 doors you see down the hall. So there's the windows that the ladies would entice the guys out on the sidewalk. Pretty cool. Constructed in 1876. Yeah, they said there's this building was constructed. You can see a bricked-in doorway on the south wall. There was this was a doorway connecting to the Cosmopolitan Hotel, which is now a parking lot. Best known is the scene of the tie the chain to the cop's axle stunt in the movie American Graffiti. All right, our beer is here. Thank you. Good. Go ahead and start off with a little Coors Light here tonight. Cheers to all of you and happy Friday to you. Nothing like starting off with a nice cold beer. What do you think, Missy Jenn? Pretty good? Huh?
It's very good, yeah. The dog, cheese, everything.
Good.
It's very good. What do you think?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, let's get busy eating now. Yeah. Well, you can certainly see it has a lot of bread to it. A lot of dough here. It is kind of a flakier dough. But that's a lot of breading. I'll tell you what, Missy Jenn, we're not even making a dent in this pizza, huh? This thing is so dense. Huh? One deep dish, large deep dish pepperoni, sausage $27.75, Pepsi, and a bottle of Coors. All in $37.84. That is a very dense pizza. We hardly ate. I think we didn't eat but half of that, did we, Jen? Turn that around. Yeah, we didn't even do half of it on that thing. Wow. Ordered way too much, but who knew? We'll see you guys outside. All right, everybody, we have found a nice place to sit here in the hallway outside of the elevator, taking us down from the old Chicago pizza restaurant here. And Missy Jenn, we were challenged to come down here, and as somebody said, unless you've had old Chicago, don't talk to us about the best pizza in the county. Well, you know what? We fulfilled that mandate today.
That's right, and we can talk about it.
We can talk about it now. And we can tell you we're not novices to sampling pizza.
That's right, because we've been at the best of the best.
We have been to a ton of pizza restaurants. We've sampled the best and the worst. The worst being Pizza Hut, that awful, dreadful.
Yes.
You can look at that video. You can go to that playlist in Pizza Hut. It was like eating in a damn prison, like a damn prison cafeteria with black walls and one hanging light bulb. It was a disaster.
Paper plates, didn't even have a box.
No plates, no napkins, no nothing.
Oh, we ate out of the box.
Just a real surly attitude on the part of the manager. You know what? Our worst pizza review ever. On the other hand, Salvador's Pizzeria in Katati The best.
Bellissimo.
Nothing special, no wood fire, but they bang a sauce and toppings out that are balanced, that are tasty, they're authentic, they're not institutional, and they put a lot of care into putting that out. Same with the guy that brought us the wine out up in North County.
Right, give us a hand.
Trattori, Caciuta Trattori, wood fire pizza, brought us wine out, sat us down, made us feel like La Familia when we sat down.
That's right, La Familia.
So, Missy Jenn, how did this measure up, this pizza
Well,
for you?
this pizza here was there was a lot of dough, which overpowered the toppings. And I do love dough, so for me, I enjoyed that. But that's not what a good pizza should be like. A good pizza should have a nice balance. So definitely way too much dough and not enough topping.
How about the sauce and the topping?
The sauce didn't have any zing to it. It was kind of like a
Weak sauce.
like just a real weak sauce, just like out of a can that you can buy in a store, you know, the generic sauce. And
Yeah.
the sausage was good, and the pepperoni was kind of like almost
AWOL.
not there, like it was completely missing in flavor. And
Now, before you think that we're going to dump on this place, it was still a good pizza.
it was overall a really good pizza, and I would come here again and try different pizza. But there's another thing that this place didn't have, and that is like have a specialty. Like,
Yeah,
do you have a specialty that
Signature
the
pizza.
signature pizza?
Every place we go into, when we get a pizza menu, they're always like, this is, you know,
Do you
this
have
is
a
the
Tony
event-
Montana
the Tony
special or
Montana,
something?
right? The St. Valentine's Day special,
Right,
Capone, something like that, you know. And it's something that's like a medal
Tony
winner.
Gun special.
So
Nothing.
star it up.
They had nothing. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Alright. Well, let me drill down on this a little bit myself, because you know I'm going to drill down on this. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is that there's got to be a balance in pizza between dough and toppings and sauces and things like that. So let this down. All right, there's big. You know, we came out with. This pizza was 5 pounds. We came out with 3 pounds of pizza. It's very heavy. It's got a lot of dough to it, okay? But, you know, if you're one that's impressed with size, and I know the ladies are going to go crazy and say, Rosie, yeah, size matters. Yes, size does matter, but so does balance and things. And I just thought there's deep dish, and then there's deep dish that just takes it to extremes. Just for bragging rights that you're leaving with a 5-pound pizza. Well, I'm not going to be impressed with that, okay? I'm going to be impressed with flavor, and I thought that the pepperonis were AWOL.
I just remembered the spices were missing.
Yeah.
I was liking the herbs and the spices, like the
Italian seasoning, the basil, the
basil,
oregano, all that stuff.
that kind of stuff.
You got to punch that sauce through. If you're going to put that much dough on people's plates, you got to have a sauce that's going to punch through that and carry the day, because I cannot go through that much dough to get the pizza. Okay? Now, Missy Jenn likes the dough, but I think she even was like, no mas, you know, it's enough.
Yeah, I ate 2 pieces, and then it was like I'm having a brick in my stomach, so I'm calling it a day.
So, let me reiterate, this is a good pizza. I'd come here again and eat here. I would bring family here. I would have no hesitation coming back here and eating again. But is it the best pizza in the county? Not by a long shot. And we can say that because we've sampled more pizzas around, more times, in more different locations, with more methods. And I'm going to say this thing's in about the 70th percentile of pizzas, with the crazy Pizza Hut being absolute bottom of the barrel, worst food review we ever did. And you can go look at our food, you can go look at our restaurant review list. It has well over 100. And the other one has restaurant reviews on the road. We know pizza. We're not bullshitting here, you know? But no way is this the best pizza in the county. This is a 7.5 stars out of 10, which is nothing to be ashamed of. But it's not Salvador's, and it's not Cucina, Trattori Cucina's up on the North County there. Okay? Guy comes out, gives you a glass of wine.
Which is a 10 star.
It's a 10 star. I mean, the waitress, if you look at that review, the waitress followed us out on the parking lot and wanted to get our names and stuff to follow up on the review. Because she knew we were going to say something special about that. Well, it was a very special night. So, good? Yes. Great? No. You know, and that's the bottom line. I'm going to give 7.5 stars too. Would I eat here again? Of course I would. If you're visiting Petaluma, this is a great place to eat. But you might do a little bit better in town, okay? Just saying. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching our foodies, restaurant reviews here. We're getting ready to head into season number 4, if you can believe it. Missy Jenn says, well, I can't. She says smash the thumbs up button, but people smash their computers, and then we're hearing about it. Gently push that thumbs up button and show Missy Jenn some love out there. Okay, guys, if you enjoyed the video,
do the Hulk smash.
Put your comments down below. What do you think makes a great pizza? For me, balance, spice, and quality of toppings. Okay? And also, don't rush it out to me when it's not cooked all the way. All right? This one was done very well. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next week for another Friday night restaurant review.